my wildest dreams, I plan on being called Daddy by my three children. My father left him when I was 6 or 7 years old. My mum was left with the responsibility of raising my sister and me. She worked nights as a waitress. There never seemed to be enough money to make ends meet. Being young at the time, I didn't understand all that was going on. But within a few months of Dad's leaving, one of the so-called proper women caught me taking an extra cookie from the welcome table after the Sunday morning service. She grabbed me by the back of my shirt, crushed the cookie in my hand and told me, "You know the rules. One cookie only." As she was walking away, she commented to one of the other decent ladies, "Those little Clem bastards don't even belong here anyway." I didn't know what a bastard was, but if this lady was saying it, it couldn't be good. In the early 50s, being a divorced family was frowned upon, and soon we were shamed into leaving our church. Church life had been primary focus of my dad's life, and thus had become ours. And now we were without Dad and our church family. Several months after Dad left, Mum started nursing college, and in the hope of my sister and I having our mum home again vanished. We were always short of money, which meant food on the table. Mum was a good looker and utilised her talents in dating to feed us kids. More often than not, if some guy wanted to make them out, take them out, it required feeding us kids first. Eventually we qualified for welfare, but until that time, Mum did whatever was necessary to survive. At times, my sister and I heard some of the adults in the neighbourhood use words like "whore" when talking about Mum, but it was always in a wash, and we weren't supposed to hear. The only real family I remember was Morris's, my best friend. His mum and dad would feed me occasionally, and didn't mind doling out a little discipline when needed. I started running the streets when I was 8 or 9. Early on, we formed our own little rolling wood gang to protect ourselves from the black kids from Bunbarchester village. When we would